And the final race on Wednesday night. It's not a bad field this either, and it's over the 1650. It's a Class 3 as well, and we've got Ching Ching Prince carrying the top weight again. Prime Minister on the class drop with the tongue tie coming off. Royal Bomb, cheek pieces off, the visor on for the first time. Handsome 12 carries an extra £4 for his easy last start win. Lucky Fun has the visor off. Doctor winning. He resumes with the pacifiers going on. Viva Hunter wears a tongue tie again. Gear changes for the bottom two. Helene Wisdom Star, cheek pieces off, blinkers again. And Robot Warrior, no blinkers for him, and a £3 claim for Jack Wongtop.
True legend. We know he likes to go forward and should be able to easily dictate out of barrier one there for the £111 on his back. Amazing teens. He covered a bit of ground last time out, so he might be a little bit closer potentially from two. Viva Hunter likes to be handy as well, Paul, and horses that get back. There's quite a few of them.
Yeah, there is, isn't there? Prime Minister's coming to the service for the first time. He generally gets back, and Lucky Fun generally misses the start anyway. Helene Wisdom Star gets back. Robot Warrior, he'll be under a ride earlier on, Robot Warrior, but he generally gets back.
You'll need a good night's sleep tonight, Jack Wong, because they're going to take some riding over the 1650 Robot Warrior. Zach Purton, though, is the rider of the likely favourite, certainly one of them, Handsome 12.
Zach, Handsome 12 did a really good job last time when winning. You ride him again this weekend, and you're putting an unbeaten record for yourself on the line.
Yeah, he did a really good job. He had to chase down a handy horse on the dirt. He's not easy to get past. He had a lovely run in the race, and my plan was to try and track him, so that all worked out well. But I really had to dig deep and fight hard to get past him. Obviously, we meet him worse at the handicap this time, and our barrier is not as kind as what it was last time. So he's going to need everything to go his way again. It'll come down to the tempo of the race and the run we get, but he's very honest and he'll run well.
I've noticed you've had a sit on him since. Did he feel like he's come out the race really well?
Yeah, well, Benno's horses don't do much in the mornings. They just tick over. It's just a matter of stretching their legs a little bit without doing too much. So it doesn't really matter what stage of their preparation they're at. They can handle that work pretty comfortably.
I guess the way this race has sort of worked out, he's not harshly treated. He's only gone up £4.
Yeah, you know, £4 more than last time though, yes. So it all adds up. Every point counts and every pound counts. So it's not going to be easy for him, but like I said, he's honest and he always performs well on the dirt.
Talking of adding up, you added another winner to the season's tally with Superb Boy. Were you quite taken by his performance? He looked very good on the weekend. I
didn't know what to expect coming into the race because he's still a little bit immature, and the time I trialled him, he was quite weak. The other trials he looked a little bit better, so I wasn't sure if he was going to fold under pressure when it came on in the race. But he stuck in there. He wasn't impressive, but he got the job done. Felt like he could still develop a bit. He's not the finished product, but it's not easy to win first time in Hong Kong, and he did that, so he did well.
One horse that did win first time in Hong Kong for you and Manfred Mann was Lucky Swain. It's just a line on him and his performance as well. I mean, he was very gallant in defeat. Yeah,
well, barriers win races, of course, especially on the weekend when everyone sort of was positive early and made him work to get across. And then he's ended up running good time on what was a fast track. The times were quite fast all day. Wasn't too much grass on the track, and it was quite firm. But you know, if you swap the barriers, might have been a different result. But he was gallant in defeat. It's just going to get harder from here on, though. We had £10 off the big boy Wellington on the weekend. We're only going to get 5 next time, and then equal weights after that. So we've got a tough task ahead of us. We're going to need barriers to help us. The champ's the champ, and he showed it again on the weekend.
Zach Purton there on his ride in the last, and a few of these others from the weekend as well. Finally here, Paul, you've been calling for this for a long time when you were telling trainers last season how to train their horses.
Yep.
You told Manfred to put this horse on the dirt, and he's finally listened.
Yeah, over 1650, and he's drawn nicely in barrier number 3. Look, he's had 3 trials on the all-weather. He's won 2 of them, 2 of his latest ones, and he's won them well. I just think he's suited to the all-weather. Barrier 3 is going to be right there. 10 to, what, $12 at the moment? More than happy with that.
Is that you, Manfred? He said he put it on his own accord. So Paul's got this wish here, and he looks a good chance at a race like this. Tongue tie goes on. You did a bit of work last time as well in those early stages.
Love your work. All right, so you're jumping off Hanson 12 to go into Viva Hunter.
Well, yeah, look, I just think Viva Hunter, I've been sort of, as you say, I've been bleating on about it for a while, so I got to stick with him. He's on top. Look, Handsome 12's an old favourite of mine as well. That's the clear Quinella for me. Amazing Teens, I think we can get a bit of a run out of him. He's drawn nicely in barrier number 2, and Chang Cheng Prince, Handsome 12, coming out of that same race. 11, 6, 8 and 1. But we'll go each way the 11. Let's hopefully the price holds up.
6 on top, Handsome 12 here. He won really well, I thought, last time out, and fought off Chang Cheng Prince strongly in the straight. He goes in for second. Lightning Bolt drawn a little wide here, but I thought he stayed on well enough last time out. Hasn't quite been as costly as he has been in the past with the short prices. And True Legend off the front because he goes well course and distance. So 6, 1, 3 and 10.
And that concludes the preview for the all-weather meeting at Sha Tin on Wednesday night. A reminder, the first of the 9 gets underway at 6:45.